Today is Monday, Parashat Pekudei. Parashah of this week begins with Ele Pekudei Mishkan, Mishkan Ha'edut, Asher Pukad. These are the accounting. This is the accounting of the every item that was given for the construction of the Mishkan and its vessels, and it gives us in great detail every item that was given and how it was used, and to teach us an important concept, which is when you're in a position of responsibility, fiduciary responsibility to take care of the affairs of the community or an organization, or in the case for all of Am Yisrael, you should fulfill the obligation of Vihitem Nekim Hashem Israel, to be clean vis-a-vis Hashem and Israel. Of course, nobody would think or should think that Moshe Rabbeinu, at his level, high level of spirituality, that he would have misappropriated any funds or used them for personal benefit. Yet, Moshe Rabbeinu goes through the great detail and effort to give an exact accounting how every single item was used, and how by counting every quantity of every gold, silver, etc., to show that it was all used properly for the use of the building of the Mishkan. And that's not just for Moshe Rabbeinu, for every situation of an organization or a community project, that there should be transparency, in the sense that the accounting should be very clearly stated, where everything that came in, how it was used properly and not for the benefit of any specific person. And a couple of other ideas from the Parashah of this week. The craftsmen who were involved in making the vessels, it was Betzalel ben Uri ben Hur, who was from the tribe of Yehuda, and his assistant, together with him, Ito, was Aholiav ben Ahisamach from the tribe of Dan. Now we have the tribe of Yehuda, which was the leadership of Am Yisrael. He was the first one to travel in the desert. His camp was on the east of the Mishkan. And from Yehuda came the king, King David, and the Davidic dynasty. And Dan was actually the one that was on the north of the Mishkan, and he was the last one to travel. So here we have the first and the last to tell us that when Am Yisrael come together, each one of us is important, and also to teach us the important aspect of anava, of humility, that even though the one who was given the craftsmanship responsibility, who was Betzalel ben Uri ben Hur, the Ito together with him was Aholiav ben Ahisamach, Aholiav ben Asaf from Dan, who was the last one to travel, and not of the same importance, quote unquote, it would seem, as the leadership of Yehuda. Now, the Pasuk says, Ele Pekudei Mishkan, Mishkan Ha'edut. Here in this first Pasuk, through the gematria, the numerical value of the words, is going to indicate to us the number of years that the Mishkan was around, the first Bet HaMikdash and the second Bet HaMikdash. Ha'edut, when you take the numerical value of Ha'edut, it's 479. That's the number of years that the Mishkan was around before the first Bet HaMikdash was built by King Solomon. So that's the word Ha'edut. When you take the word Mishkan, Mishkan has a numerical value of 410. 410 is the number of years that the first Bet HaMikdash was around before they were into exile after destruction of the first temple. When you take the word Ham-Mishkan, Ham-Mishkan, Ham-Mishkan is numerical value of 415. You add to it the 5 letters of the Ham-Mishkan, that comes to 420. That's the 420 years that the Bet HaMikdash, the second Bet HaMikdash, was around before the exile. And just this shows us, just with the words, that there's just a literal meaning. There is a hint here, there is a remez, a hint to the number of years that each of these sanctuaries, Mishkan, Bet HaMikdash Rishon, Bet HaMikdash Sheni, we're around. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.